This playthrough is rated T for teen. Time to find out if the puzzle wunderkind that we were, that our brother Pete left all of his faith into us, and that we actually prove our faith on this by defeating the creature, by finding the rest of the 12 melodies, and saving the souls of everyone who got caught by this thing. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with the possible finale of Dark Fall of the Journal. We'll see how long it takes me to get through some of the sections here. But the last episode, we learned quite a bit of information from Nigel and the ghost hunters themselves. They had a lot of history about. They pieced together a lot of stuff from just clues from work on this place, and also their journal about what they went through over the course until they disappeared at some point. So there was a long episode, and there was a breadth of information from this thing. So with the combination of that and what we learned from George, I think we have enough to get this thing, but we have to find the rest of the notes first. So let's head back in the hallway and continue on. Let's check this room. This room's optional. You don't have to go in this room. We're going to go show it anyway. So let's see. Ooh, like the picture there. I guess the lady who owned this place, or Edith, had very interesting taste in art, as well as George, I guess. Although George probably didn't do much with this place. Edith ran the things pretty much. So there's some pictures here. Yeah, it looks like people picking apples. Very cool little picture. And then we got people, I guess, just going out to the bazaar and stuff like that. That looks like a fruit stall or something like that. So yeah, remember that this was a common look back in the the 30s or something like that, or earlier. So yeah, let's check these drawers. I don't think there's anything in here. Like I said, this place is completely optional. Oh wait, there is one thing. Yeah, the camera here. Let's see, images uploaded. So what's this? Let's see, lamp, hallway to the trains. Oh, we haven't seen that before. We'll see that eventually. One of the rooms, attic, dining room, phone, a room where they put a bunch of pictures in a cardboard box. Maybe the library or something like that. Oh, what's that? A movement? Maybe a spirit, specter. Looks like a mannequin or something like that. Looks like one of the symbols, but not clear enough with no name on it. Okay, that's it for that. Also, shouldn't you not leave your window open, especially with a bunch of bottles of booze? I heard back in the day, during the Prohibition era, one way to get life insurance, because that was during the time when people were starving and had very little money because of the market crash at the time. So people would do very terrible methods to earn money. So life insurance was one of them. And the way to do it was to basically make someone sign off for their life insurance. You be the claimant. Then they would get them really drunk, put them in a room, open the window, and especially in places like New York where it got to below freezing temperatures during the winter, they would just die of pneumonia. And doctors would be like, oh, they died of pneumonia. So they'd sign off on the death certificate, and then the people would claim the cash. So, but yeah, it's pretty messed up. Anyway, let's head to this room. This is Andrew Verney's room, I believe. I think the game tells us, through some of the notes. Yeah, I think there's a book in here we can check. Sights of the Northern Hemisphere by Andrew Verney, 2nd edition. What a dapper fellow.
Are you interested in astronomy too?
Oh, maybe, Mr. Verney. Let's see. Positive. Yeah, I keep forgetting to show this off, every time this reacts to something. So, minimal, positive, electrical. But anyway, it looks like Mr. Verney wants to show us something. Andrew Verney was born in Maidstone, Kent. His company, Crafted Curiosities, was founded by his father and is well known for creating puzzle boxes and board games. Astronomy is only a hobby, but his keen interest and distinctive writing style has become popular, and he now writes in book form for a popular daily newspaper. Sights in the Northern Hemisphere by Andrew Verney, Frederick Rice & Co., Ltd., London, England, revised edition, 1946. Put that back. Let's see what this is. AV 1945. Unfortunately, we can't really click on it to do anything. So, all right. Let's take the rest of this room. Looks like a picture of insects. It looks like there's a thing on the wall over here. Let's take a look at this.
Edith is a wonder. She's been the perfect host for several years now. Strange taste in art, though.
Looks like a bunch of frogs. See anything up here? No, for some reason click here, but there's nothing to interact with, so. Yeah, a box, with a bunch of buttons, but we don't know the combination. Perhaps it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I've been trying to remember the combination. I forget so much these days.
Yeah, I know that. I know that thought all too well, unfortunately. Looks like we got another cryptid message here. Andrew, gibberish, your trusting fan, CG. Well, I've already encrypted it, or I've already figured out the word for it, so I will tell you what that says. Andrew, guard the skin with your life. I know I sound like a madman. Edith is feeling inclined to phone the police. You must trust me. There's a great evil with us here in the hotel. My research is going well. I just need time. Your trusting friend, GC. George Crabtree. P.S. Do not open your door this night to anyone. This is probably when he was about to summon it, and then all of it broke loose. So, all right. So we don't know the combination for it, but we will figure that out here in a second. So, well, in a moment. All right, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing up there. Oh wait, yes. Mapping an alternate sky. Astronomy pre-1000. Andrew Verney. Notes and old constellations by Verney index number pre-1000. Freyr, Thor, Fentric, Jot, Slanir, Odin, Qatar, Gullifaxi, Tyr, Freya, Garm, Acer, Loki, Fulla, Agnar, Gerard. I think back in the day, like not Neanderthal, Northern culture and stuff like that. You know, the ones that dealt with like Vikings and stuff like that. They were like one of the first ones to see the stars, or one of the more well-known one. I mean, everyone saw the stars, you know, Egyptian stuff like that. But for the longest time, this culture, Normish culture, or whatever, Northern culture, Viking culture, whatever, looked at the stars quite a bit. So a lot of this is named after their gods. Anyway, Skirmir, Gudrun, Mimir, Norad, Taiga, Kiri, Vala, Vila, Takala, post-1000, as known so far of that is, Catus, Ambus, Portvocia, Phyllis, Ivanis, Reika, Susur, Setia, Vega. Now, Raka, make a note of this one right here. 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 7, 6. We'll find out why in a second, though. Anything else? No, it looks like something I should be able to click on, but I can't. Because it looks like a book or something like that. So let's take a look in the closet here. Looks like a bunch of star charts. Ooh, that's cool. Sun with a wheel, and then on a pedestal. Not sure what that means, though. And there's all the constellations. Ooh, Capricorn. Oh yeah, and what the depictions of it is, and where the stars are indicating to it. Yeah, it's been forever since I studied astronomy. The only ones I know of are like Orion's Belt and like the Little Dipper and stuff like that. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head all the other ones. So, all right, here's the full map here. Raqqa again. Now look at Raqqa. We just saw the Raqqa on that paper there, but Raqqa just looks like one of those symbols, so we need to look for this. Raqqa, and then we got a note here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at that. See, these are the buttons on the box there. My memory is obviously getting worse. I'm turning into a silly old man that Mother said I would. So remember this. So you saw that box earlier? These are the button combinations. So if we do that and use the notes in his astronomy book about Raqqa there, 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 7, 6, we can open the box. However, before we do that, let's do that astronomy thing before that Verney wanted us to see. So where's the telescope? Well, it's over this way. I'll show you. Nice cute picture of a girl. But yeah, it's over here. So let's take a look at this. All right, now we're looking at a telescope. So yeah, we can check all the constellations.
That's one of the constellations.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
I know that one. I know that one.
I'm surprised you do.
I know that one.
Is that the Little Dipper? No, that's not the Little Dipper. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Okay. Should be.
Looks familiar.
There's the Little Dipper right there. That's like the only one I know. Okay, so we need to look. We're looking for a very specific one, and he'll say something different from the rest of them. So should be like around here, I believe.
That's one of the constellations.
Now let's try it again.
Brighter than the rest. I don't recognize it at all.
Now that's Raqqa right there, as you can see. That's how we're supposed to know. We're supposed to check this first because he specifically mentions he doesn't recognize it. Then we check the constellation map, and it says Raqqa. Then we check his book, which says Raqqa, and then you check the note, which says Raqqa, and then that's how you're supposed to put together the clue to solve it. So if we go back to his room, I like this one because this one's a little bit easier to figure out than some of the others. Not that they're not super hard in this game, but so anyway, to open it, we go 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 7, 6. All right, what's inside?
I'm not too sure why George gave me this. It was a bag of nerves at the time. It's written on vellum, you know. Do you know what that is? It's skin. Animal skin, we can hope.
And there you go. Now we got another one. So we're getting close, folks. So we have to find those specifically to solve the puzzles. You can't just go to the end game without actually collecting those. Even if you know the answers, the game won't let you. So you have to find those. It's like a key to see what's in this room. The bathroom. All right. Or not the bathroom, sorry. Well, I mean, it's next to the bathroom. I think that's the store closet or whatever, so. What's this? Out of order. Farthing stick? Stunk or whatever? Oh, nice. What we have to do, we learn by doing. Aristotle, 584, 322 BC. I believe this room is completely optional. You don't have to do anything with this room. Anything else? Nope. I was thinking if we kind of get any other reactions from this. I mean, it's out of order, so. Traveling light, you can sing in the robber's face. Juvenal, Decimus Junius, Junevalis, 60 to 130. And I wonder how many, I actually don't remember how many different cards you can get from this. It might be only a couple. I'll do it a couple of times just to see. But I said it's completely optional. Love ceases to be a pleasure when it ceases to be a secret. Afri Ben, 1640 to 1689. Okay. I guess that's true. Oh, is that it? Oh, there's another one. I must have locked it from another one, just was delayed. There's no greater sorrow than to recall a time of happiness when his misery. Dante Alighieri, 1265 to 1321. Anyone? Anywhere else? Oh, here we go. You have to, youth would be an ideal state if it came a little later in life. Herbie Henry Asquith, 1852 to 1928. Now, I wonder how many of these life cards there are. Man. There's no greater sorrow than to recall a time of happiness when in misery. Dante, again? That's new, isn't it? Travel light and you can sing in the robber's face. Oh wait, I already read that one, so I think we're getting repeats now. Never mind. I think we can call it after that. Okay, I think we can. So that was fun. Yeah, those, as far as I'm aware of, those don't have any puzzle solutions. They're just there for fun. More of a red herring, I guess. So, anything going on in the bathroom? Nope. This is also supposed to be. These are supposed to be clues on like certain activity in rooms and stuff like that. So. Yeah, we can turn on the water spigots. Can't do anything with them though. There's old towel rings right there. Yeah, hello. Dear Miss Fly, with the delivery of this... Oh, this is a water heater right away. With this delivery of this package, our business arrangement is at a definite end. Yeah, Miss Fly. It is all there. There's no need to count it, and I further request that you leave this place immediately. I wish to stay on till the newspapers die down. I do not wish to deal with you further, if you know what I mean. I hope you have not been nagging your dramatic tongue, as I was approached by the very strange owner of the hotel. He wanted me to keep something for him, a filthy piece of paper, or perhaps it is skin, vellum. Is this some sort of joke on your part? It is quite disgusting, so I have placed it somewhere suitable. It is rather beneath me, literally. Lo, Miss Fly, it is here that we part. Please take full offense when I say that it has been a displeasure to meet you. Is it GG or JJ? GG, I think. P.S. By the way, you look much older in the flesh, you know. P.P.S. Destroy this note, or else. I guess she tried to, but it didn't quite get destroyed. Yeah, this is another place where you can skip this. It just tells you about another one of the vellum notes, if you're not aware of it, so. Soap. Ah, hello. Sandstone wood. And it's on some type of thing. Oh, that symbol looks familiar. I think that's all where... Yeah, the side, we just gotta remember the runes and where they're at and everything like that. I think that's it. Let's see. Just double checking really quick here. Okay. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, I think we're done with this floor, actually, overall. I think I've been in all the rooms. So, yeah, I went through those rooms. I think I went through all these rooms. Yes, okay. Just verifying really quick. I've slept since then, so. Yep, Miss Fly's room. Okay. Now we can go back up to the 3rd floor. I mean, we could have done this earlier, but this is all setting up the clues and everything like that to other rooms and everything like that. See, I think did I go to this room yet? Yeah, this is the painting room. So, okay. Okay, so let's go into the actual 3B this time. And this is George's room, I believe. History of Alchemy by Frederick Zeus. History of Alchemy. Alchemical manuscripts and books have always been illustrated with symbolic figures. There are, of course, simple signs used to notate various alchemical substances or processes, but the symbolism used in alchemy, which much further than the use of special signs, it is important to realize that there is no fixed, rigid alchemical language or symbolism. It is not possible to draw up a comprehensive dictionary meaning for each symbol, which will describe its use in every alchemical text. Different alchemists use the same symbol in different ways. Even within the same work, an individual symbol can have many meanings. Although there are core meanings to some symbols, their significance must be read from the symbolic context in which they appear. In some cases, the actual symbol can have various functions depending on which material or chemical is involved to represent its form. The combination of these materials creating varied and hugely differing results. Sibilla F. Fortuna in 1878 posed the question, mysticism or physics? In newer theories concerning modern science and its parallels to the works of the ancient alchemists is to be considered, we must ask ourselves this one simple question. Is my belief that modern science did not replace alchemy? It simply evolved out of it, disregarding texts and practices thought to be flights of fancy. It is now commonly known that metals, organic matter, and liquids have unique clandestine signatures which can only be accessed and used by those that are fully adept at such practices. It is believed by many that some trials and ancient combinations, which were thought long since forgotten, are being resurrected. As recently as 1912, a self-proclaimed alchemist published documents which illustrated how he had successfully created a search chalice or pool of sight. The supposed ritual involved manipulating the reflective qualities of water to not only magnify the present, but to reflect the past and future. Yeah, basically some basic information of what we need to do. Pagan Power and Earth Forces by Sibilla F. Fortuna, published by Bloomsburg Bygones. By the way, you don't have to read these books. It's just a clue on how to do what we're going to do. Water, one of the 4 basic elements. Its properties are fluid and mutable, cast reflections of the past, present, and future. Its mystical power could be reflected and therefore could be magnified by its nature. It could bring about a full awareness of self through inner reflection, a powerful symbol of rebirth. Chalk, a lesser element, though it is powerful earth nature, could create boundaries which could be used to keep evil influences at bay. Its association with the goddess and her guise as the Virgin links this element with purity in its most powerful form. Bronze, one of the first alloys to be worked by the alchemists, this amalgam of earth elements could be used to bind strength and used for powerful enchantments. Wood, another powerful symbol of rebirth. It symbolizes the duality of nature, which could be both hard and soft at the same time. Giggity. It's used in sympathetic healing, could be used to turn to more malicious uses. Sandstone, another highly mutable element which contains elements of durability and softness at the same time, is a powerful catalyst which could come together with a variety of diverse elements to enhance and magnify any desired effect. Mercury, known as quicksilver, is possible the oldest and most often used element. Its heaviness was often used when water couldn't be. And back in the day, science said you could drink mercury and be fine. Yeah, about that. Well, that's just the thing is, you know, we at our time, we had the luck of people being tested on and all the science being done by this point, so we don't have to do that stuff. But, what's going on with this bed here? What the? A note. I could lose my mind. Reading these words over and over, I should be happy that I now have all 12, lyrical name and symbol. Perhaps I never thought that I would get this far, and I would have fallen to the darkness within or darkness waiting outside the door. I must get the order right, or I will join those in the hellish chasm. They still scream out at me through useless mouths. I have no mouth, and I must scream. I thought about playing that this year, but I don't know if I will or not. We'll see. The present and the future. This time tomorrow will be all over, one way or the other. I prepared it better in case of failure. Edith should find it. They know so little of the torment in my mind. While they sing, dance, and drink in the bar. Oh God, Arthur, please help aid me in this act. So yeah, George's was about to do. Oh yeah, we have to turn it back on. I don't know why we had to close it. We could have just left it. It's not a big deal. Okay. Let's check this. Ooh, there's the symbols we just saw earlier. Yeah, I'm trying to do this in an order where I find the information and then I go straight to the next solution instead of like, because you could go over this house. This game doesn't straight up tell you where you need to go. It's all about exploring all the rooms, combing all piece all together, puzzle all the puzzles, and then going back to areas you saw before. You're like, oh wait, I have the solution for this. You know what I mean? There's a flaming dragon there. Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. I think I've read that. It's been a long time though. A Warning to the Curious, Mr. James, and an announcement, or Ancient Times. Wow. A History of the Early World. Anyway, let's check this note. The British Museum, Museum Street, Bloomsbury, London. Dear Mr. Crabtree, thank you for your letter. I forwarded the photographic image you sent to the department that specializes in encryption, inscription, and ancient texts. They have sent me the most interesting information, and although they were unable to place the symbol within any known language, it is quite clearly, to the comparative degree, similar to the cave paintings recently discovered in the remote Scottish island of Trockmore. The cave walls are decorated with geometric patterns, often incorporating circles and symmetrical flourishes. We are able to suggest some possible meanings or interpretations of the symbol. The circular enclosed center suggests some form of entrapment or closure. The arms would be the energy enforcing the trap. What, a ghost trap? The fact that there are 4 of them also suggests some homage to nature, either the 4 winds, 4 earth stones, etc., etc. This is all in keeping with the Celtic traditions of the time. Dating the cave as a near impossible task is a tentative approximation, would place its last usage around the 3rd century BC. This, you understand, places your symbol's origins in the most interesting time of British history. Please write again with information of where you took the photograph. Perhaps a dig could be arranged. Yeah, that's all it is. They give you the information, but they're like, could we dig for more? Anyway, let's open this up. Oh, Henry VIII. I forgot who the middle person is. And that's not Elizabeth. Well, Henry VIII is the only one I recognize off the top of my head. I believe, let's see. I think Henry VIII, I think this is Henry V. And I believe this is Elizabeth I. I could be wrong, though. But anyway, there is a spot somewhere in the house that tells us like what these are. Or we could look it up ourselves. But what we need to do is we need to hit these notes. See how they say. Yeah, so we need to hit 8 and 5 there. I believe that's the solution for this. Let's see. I think, let me back up for a second. I think that's, let's see. Let me try one more time on this one. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. I needed to click it one more time. Whoops. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I thought I saw that. Yeah, I put it was on Henry VII. I was thinking to myself, I was like, wait a minute, why isn't it opening? So anyway. All right, so we get another of the symbols there. So chalk and bronze. Okay, make a note of that. And then this note here. Damn, one of the lyrics has been lost, taken from me. It consumed it. It knows what I plan. It must know. The incantation will not work but if the verse is incomplete. I am not giving up. There are helpful words to digest in the alchemical guides and dictionaries. I have learned that the symbols mean by which we released it will be also. Allow me to see its mimesis. I will see the missing lyric. I must work on the runes and need casting. Salvation and damnation there. Yeah, that's the help solve the next solution there. But yeah, you're supposed to know that by, I think there's a book in the house somewhere that tells you, if you don't know these figures, that there's a book that actually tells you what they're supposed to be, like Henry VIII and stuff like that. The only reason I know Henry VIII is that's a really famous picture. Henry V and Elizabeth I are known well, but not known as well to me. But yeah, I forgot where you're supposed to, which book actually tells you. I'll see if I can try to find it over the course of the, I think it's on the first 4. I think there is a book in one of those places where you're supposed to do that. So, okay, so we just need to put these in the right order of where they need to go to solve this thing. So, all right, we need this one. Let's see, I believe it's where they. I think it's supposed to be like right. I'll have to look again. I think I've. Okay, this one goes. I think it's supposed to be like right here. It's supposed to be where the chalk outlines like straight up cross is where you're supposed to put these, or at least a lot of these anyway. Okay. Let's see, medium sized. I think it's like right there, something like that. I'll have to look it up again just to make sure. There we go. Okay, now we got the symbol and that one, Oldcast. And you can do that again if you forgot it. But it said, let me see the Nemesis. So, alright. So that's it for this room. At least I don't think there's anything else in here I can check out. So we're getting close there. We've almost found everything. So, okay, so now let's go back into the room. Okay, yeah, there's Henry VIII again. Let's see, I think I've been... Yeah, this is the room with the radio. I'm just verifying my stuff really quick just to make sure. Oh yeah, this is the room where... Yeah, this is the music room. Or someone else's room, but you know. Okay, now we're in this room. This one is Edith's room. At least, yeah, I believe this is... That's the room that's locked. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we haven't been in this room yet, so this is Edith's room. Okay, let's take a look at everything. There's her glasses, a pen, a brooch. I forgot who that's the silhouette's supposed to be, but yeah, fashion brooch. So. Huh. Okay, Mom, do remember to remove the Carrington clock from room 2B. I'm sure I heard that strumpy tant from London fiddling with it. There's nothing in it, but I don't want her thinking she's all clever and stuff. Betty, XXX. P.S. I hope she goes soon. She was telling Mr. Verney that the photographs in her room were grim. Cow. Hey man, girls can be catty to each other. Let me tell you. It's not you know. You think that it's all sunshine and lollipops? No, sirree, Bob. Why is he eating in wartime? Alright, and a novel? Sorry, I talked. I don't know what she said off the top of my head. My dining room outfit, 1938. My summer hostess outfit. Frank and I dressed for church. Betty a new work attire. Maud and me, Frank Hastings, 1940. Me and Frank on holiday in Hastings, 1940, our last holiday together, before he obviously passed away. They played our tune that night in the Castle Hotel. It was lovely, so Frank only went and bought a copy at the music shop the next day. Bless him, I still got it too. That's a husband right there, man. I'm jealous. But anyway, I'm sorry. I forgot what she said again. But anyway, not necessary to check this stuff, for it's just for if you want to...
Are you the one carrying on George's work? If so, you should know that there are 12 of those weird symbols. I had one, Betty had one, the guests had one each too. Not all of them remain anymore. Lost, destroyed, or taken. It knows what you're doing, you'll have to be careful. My symbol is in my room. You'll find it. If you have a song in your heart. Can you sing? I love a good song. Frank loved a good song too. Bless him.
Yeah, and if we
I'm
read
going
that...
now. The others are waiting. They're waiting for you too. Listen, love, don't join them. It already has your brother. Pete, isn't it? Sad it is. So young, it's not right. It's listening now to everything I tell you. You'd better be careful.
Yeah, so it's already got Pete, huh? Well, we can at least stop this thing, if anything. But, why didn't she just... She knows she's clearly coherent, so why didn't she just tell us where it is? I mean, I know this is a puzzle game. I'm just saying that if she's aware enough to tell us that she knows and that the creature knows or whatever it is, why didn't she just say where it is? I guess because the the creature, you want that thing to know it. So, but yeah, so that was Edith talking to us. So, but yeah, we already know what the song is because of the book there. So we just have to be able to sing, right? Great. I can't sing in real life, not well. A little light music, Bond Street music. A little light music. 1. The last day of the summer on Hastings Pier. Oh, to be in England, something to remember me by. The weeping willow, endless days of spring. The river of love does flow for you. I feel for only you. Milk, honey, and sunshine. Dawning day of mine. All day back to the mine. Cotton candy. Oh, my sweet, my forever. The end is never end. There's a local music night is success. A truly wonderful evening was had by all at the last Musical Memories night at the Station Hotel in the village of Dowerton. Presented by the landlord Frank Penfold, local musicians were invited to attend and play traditional pieces to a local and visiting crowd. The hotel, situated immediately next to the station, was busy with visitors stopping over before traveling into Cornwall. Owner of the hotel, George Crabtree, said, "We will be having many more of these nights. It is a marvelous opportunity for local musicians and singers." Sad to hear that, not anymore. Because of the stupid spirit or whatever. And there's a record there, too. We can change the tune on it. Mess with that. Yeah, it's an old Bellatrix or whatever. These are things that are going back in style, apparently. So people are buying old vinyl records and stuff like that. Who knew? Okay, so we need to find on this one. Sorry, I was just seeing if there was actually any extra noise from it. So we need to basically find the song on that track that we need to play to find the vellum. So, okay. So we need to set the needle on the far left to set it to the first song. Okay. Now we just need to click on the right of it. This is the second song. Yeah, I think they're only like a few seconds long. I don't think you can actually... Let's see. Okay, so now you're probably thinking these are all kind of weirdly off in some cases, so we need to switch this and move it. Oh, sorry, let me try that again. It should be on the... Unless I'm moving it too far over. It's supposed to be it, like, I guess this is... Okay. Yeah, that was it, so... Okay, just making sure. That the day the music died, I don't know, right? So, but yeah, I think the song, like when it plays, I think it's supposed to say like when two lovers woo, or that's how the song plays, as it doesn't actually say anything on there. But anyway, so if we do that right, it causes this to fall down. There it is. And then we see the picture there. But yeah, so we got the next vellum in the book there. It's supposed to be, yeah, it's the number 11, and she even reads in the email, the letter, what it is. Edith, hide the scrap in a safe place. I know you think that I've lost my mind, but you must learn to trust me on this. I wanted you to leave the hotel and take Betty with you, but it's too late. Arthur and I disturbed something that should have stayed dormant. Arthur has taken the secret to the grave. I am not so lucky. I've divided the only key to our salvation into pieces. I've given up, is my last resort. I've given a piece to each of you and the guest. It was the only way of guarding its location from the evil which stalks us. My research is our only chance. Remember this word, Ixiom. A strange word, I know, and by the morning you can forget it for good, if I am successful. Lastly, do not open your door this night unless you know for sure who it is that calls on you. Yours, George. I wonder, well, I mean, other than losing some of it, I wonder who opened their door. I bet someone did. Like, they didn't follow his clues, and they opened the door to their, death or whatever the creature does to it. So, all right, I think that's it. So let's get out of here. Because as soon as you click on that, you don't have to read the letter. But reading the letter helps you figure out what it is. Because you need to remember the names, too. You actually have to write these down. So, okay. There's the light bulb. We've already been in that room, though, so there's no... But you can check it. There's Elizabeth the First. It's a clue to say, hey, this is a important picture to remember. So... Okay, let's go back to the first floor. Yeah, we've ignored this floor for a long time because really we have to do this to solve the solutions on these floors. We have to go here last anyway. So and there's outside the I was trying to see if I could hear anything else. Anyway. Yeah, no. Say E-up or something like that? I'm not sure. Okay, well, anyway. Maybe it says get out. I'm not sure. I can't really tell. Okay. Well, anyway, let's, we want to go. There's Henry V. Oh, there you go. How come that other picture didn't show that? Okay, that's where it tells you. Oh, sorry, I know generally how to solve everything here, but sometimes I forget, like, because I don't think the Henry VIII statue actually said it on there. I think you have to read one of the books that says it's like Henry VIII or something like that. That one says Henry V, so that's probably how you're supposed to know that, so good to know. But anyway, yeah, see, we've been in this floor before. Remember, this is where, if you want to go to the trains, it's, I believe, here. Yeah, so this ties into, let me turn back. Just to show off that we're here, that this is, yeah. And then let's go to the bathrooms. And I see old pictures there. Arthur. And that just shows the picture of the hallway. Okay. Brittleton. There's a mirror there. And there it is, Malice number 7. So, yeah, what you had to do for that one is you had to turn on the heater back up at the top. That's why I went there for, well, did the top stuff first, because that's how you solve that. So if you need to do it again, you just do that, and it'll do the same thing again. So that way you can mark the symbol and everything like that. So, because it's kicking in, the reason it's taking so long is kicking on the heater, the upstairs. Hopefully we don't leave it on before. So yeah, mark that down. So hopefully don't leave it on and blow this place up afterwards, or maybe we want to blow it up. That's usually how a lot of ghost stories end, am I right? Alright, I don't think there's anything else to actually do in here. I think that's the only thing we actually need to do. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay. Let's see, let's check the storage room. Let's see, anniversary, something, Kennedy glassware. Yeah, we've seen those in the other rooms. For photograph apparatus, go to complete outfits. Some stuff I can't read. Free lessons and given on purchases of the company outfits. Stereoscopic company, hand cameras. Yeah, remember the camera? This is what cameras used to be like. They used to sell hand cameras and stuff like that. London Stereoscopic Photographic Co. LD 106 108 Regent Street West 54 Cheapside EC. See if there's anything else we can interact with. Like I said, a lot of this stuff in this game is just more for background and, you know, kind of history of the place and all that. Not really required to beat the game. Ooh, the sound. Something's in here. But anyway. Okay. So, let's go to this room next. Alright, this should be Gloria's room. Gloria. I'm Pete's brother. Duder. Looks like it's something we can mess with. Let's see. But yeah, that's who I am. I'm still not sure what that says. Yeah, you can't turn off the light apparently in here. Yeah, let's see what this says. Electromagnetic source within 2 meters, so. Well, that's interesting. So, Okay, so this is one of the few times we actually need to use the goggles, is because of the symbol, what it says and everything here, so. Okay, I think it's supposed to be, Oh, he's saying here. Okay, that's what he's saying. Okay, so now we need to figure out what to say for this. So we're basically chatting with Gloria is what we're trying to do. So we don't have to say anything if we want to, but you can say something if you need to. Because we know the light symbols are pointing us in this direction.
So, you found my little secret.
Yeah, yes I did. Okay. Did you not want me to?
So, you found my little secret.
Okay. Anyway, she has a bunch of money here. A bunch of pounds, looks like. That's the British currency, by the way. There it is. Alright, now we just need to see what the actual symbol is, like what the name of it is, even though I know, but this is the symbol. Dear Miss Grable, I do hope you are enjoying your stay in the hotel and that Edith is making you as comfortable as possible. Could I ask a small favor of you? Would you look after this scrap of paper for me? Very strange, I know, but I don't have the time to explain right now. Hide it in your safest place or on your very person. George Crabtree, Frenick. So remember that as well. Alright. Put that up. And that's pretty much it. Whoa. I forgot what you can actually say to Gloria. By the time I figured this out, I think you can ask like, who is it and stuff like that, or who are you? But apologies for not doing that. It's one of those things where I remember the solution, but getting some of the questions I don't actually remember all the details from. I'm actually trying to remember how you actually get this thing down.
This room is ghastly. Why did I ever come here?
I don't know, but you're dead now, so I guess it doesn't matter, so. Okay, let me back up. I think that's it. Yeah, I said Yeah, here is to solve do that, so. Yep, okay. Yeah, sorry, I don't remember all the save functions. Like I said, with the Ouija board, I didn't remember everything in it. I probably could have looked online to see like what all the options are, like what you can say and do to do everything. But I think we're missing like one or two more symbols. I think maybe one more. But anyway, let's go in this room. I don't think you even have to go in this room. I think this is optional too. Yeah, I kind of wish I remembered all the stuff I did when I first played this game like a long time ago. Like what you have to say to get like certain responses, stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool to know. But yeah, there's another camera in here. I think I checked this room a while back, like the first or second episode. But yeah, there's one of the cameras there. There's a little microphone to pick up sound. And there's a thermostat. It's getting cold in here. Or warm. But I think there was footsteps as well, so. But anyway, yep. It's just to tell you it's cold in here. But that's pretty much it. I think that's it. So. Alright, I think the rest of these rooms I can actually ignore too, if I recall correctly. So I'm gonna check them out just because. Ooh. Interesting wallpaper. Yeah, someone like to play card games and stuff like that. Yeah, Joker, huh? Someone's a cheater. A bunch of bottle caps. Is it Nuka-Cola? Betty, what's going on? You told me no one would know I was in this room. Someone tried the door a while back. I didn't open it, of course. Then about half an hour ago, someone knocked and whispered my name. Yeah, I think someone's knocking on the door just to mess with you while reading this. Ain't you, I would know your voice anywhere or anytime. If your mom finds out I'm in here, she'll blow her top. She'll tell me Dad too, and then we'll really be done for. I'll wait for a bit and then leave this note in the storeroom. Hopefully you'll find it. Therefore, whoever it is finds me. Thomas. Yeah, this is Thomas. Bring me some more beer, love. Alright, this is Thomas's room. Or he was staying in here to avoid the folks. A little symbol in here, so. But yeah, weirdly enough, you don't have to use the goggles very often in this game if you know what you're doing. I know if you don't know what you're doing, the goggles are used more often to get other clues. So, like, some of the clues I might have missed or didn't show you are probably things that the goggles would have shown over the course of the game. I think there's a couple of times where you can use the goggles outside of, like, outside of that room for the required one. Yeah, there's some old pictures and stuff like that, so. Yeah, see, it like looks into the past. Let's see what else is in here. Yeah, there's the old. I like that as a cool feature, or just the look of it. Okay, anyway. But yeah, unfortunately, you don't get anything from it. Like I said, it says here, but then there's nothing. You can't. So I guess the idea is you could use the goggles in this room, but that's it. So, oh well. All right, let's go in here. I think there's another room you can ignore overall. Actually, I think I checked this one out a while back by accident, but M. Evail Enola. There's a paint bucket or something like that, or paint jar or whatever, and the symbol again. We already solved that, but I don't think there's anything in these rooms we can do. Nope. Okay, and more creepy walking. All right, let's go into this room now. Oh yeah, we checked this out earlier. Sorry. I believe this is the quilt room. Yeah, see a little old-fashioned. Ooh, one of those old-fashioned green lamps. They still sell those to these days, actually. I think they're called lawyer lamps or something like that. All right, let's see. I think I'm supposed to. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to click on, the quilt. Oh, there's the symbol right there. Okay, so we need to remember these colors. So green, blue, red, I guess? Red and yellow? Or purple, maybe? I guess that'd be purple. Purple and an orange, maybe? Okay. So that's what we're checking for. We need these color combinations. So green, blue, purple, orange. I think that's it. Okay. Alright, that's it for that. So now we need to go back to the bar. Yeah, we were seeing all these pictures from before. Okay, wait. Actually, I don't think we have to check this room at all, if I remember correctly. Okay, well, anyway, let me go back. Okay, we need to go back. Yeah, there's the bar. Can't leave that way. Have I been in these rooms? I forgot if I did that in a previous episode. I think I checked these out already. Yeah, this is the one where you could like turn off the lights and everything like that. And there's the camera. Yeah, I might as well show off the goggles. Just to show it off. I don't think there's actually anything. Let's see. Let's see. Set stone, stone Medusa, blind Medusa, frozen useless arms. Okay. There you go in the ladies, if there's anything in there. I should have shown this off more often, so I do apologize for that. Not that I was trying to avoid it on purpose. It's more just me just kind of... Yeah, I can't use the goggles in here, so... It's just me, like I said, remembering the solution more than the how to get to the solution. You know what I mean? I hate like not knowing the solution or getting the solution to something, and not knowing why I need to know that. You know, that type of thing. Anyway, there's the bar. I think we have the key for this one. So which one is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Yeah, for a second I was like, didn't we get that a while back, actually? So. Alright, here's the bar. Time to get drunk. It's 3 o'clock somewhere, baby. Yeah, no one's here to enjoy the spirits, huh?
Good evening. Have not seen George about, have you? I'll have a bottle of wine while I wait. I have some fantastic news. I must share it with someone. Betty's playing well tonight. Marvellous. But it's paid off. I think we're in for quite a night, don't you think?
Huh, cool. Yeah, I think there was quite a few of these things I probably missed over the course of the game because I wasn't paying attention, but or I haven't needed to go back into the rooms because I already solved the solution to them. So, but if anything, it'll give you a reason if you like this game, maybe try it out yourself, see what I missed in this playthrough of the game. You know, it's like a stranded boat or whatever. I like the decor of this place. More cards. I guess George would play dinner. Yeah, electromagnetic source, but that's for the that area over there. I like styles like this, the stained glass window look and everything. Yeah, a lot of old British bars have looks like this. Not that I've ever been to Britain, but or England, whatever. Different drafts, the Dow, bad brew, old tart. I don't even drink alcohol, so I have no idea on any of that stuff. Yeah, I'm a teetotaler. Let's see, Tim, TikTok, or time. Yeah, Tima. One of many. You know, little scratches, probably from the ghosts and everything like that. Looks like someone getting wheat or, yeah. What's here? Oh, it's just the same thing. Oh, there we go. The Ballad of Tom Oliver. Young Tom, he was a brave lad, at Birchton Farm grew strong. He went and took up Cromwell's cause and fought both hard and long. With his friend Will, he took up arms and joined the Roundhead band. They marched with hearts afire for peace across the land. They fought the king with stout hearts in battles long and hard. For cavaliers they had no love, they slew them by the yard. But then old Cromwell lost his way, his thoughts become admired. His men were hungry, cold and wet, unpaid, their bones were tired. Young Tom, he stood with head bowed and wounded in his heart. He packed his bags and off he went, with Cromwell he did part. To Dorset he did trace his steps with his best friend Will. He turned his thoughts to home again, more men they could not kill. A Roundhead troop upon them came, when they were all but home. They harried them all through the hay and deep into the gloom. Young Tom was wounded in the leg, his spirit nearly fled. At Dowerton Inn they hid, that night, Will thoughts his friend near dead. Will gave up hope of their escape, he thought they'd lost their way. Back to the troops who went forthwith, turned traitor on that day. He led them back to Dowerton Inn, to clap poor Tom in chains, but in the cellar there was no trace of his body or remains. Though time has passed and gone away, and the timbers have grown rotten, Tom's cries of pain still fill a clear night, for he will not be forgotten. Is that important? Perhaps. And there's some keys right there. Let's see, a picture of the countryside. And some keys. Let's take a look at these. So, we've already know... let's see, was the internet, when we checked the one room, told us how to play the keys. So we kind of generally, I mean, we're not experts at this, but we have a general idea of what we need to do because of the checking the ghost hunter's computer. So we need to be able to press, let's see, I think it starts in the middle somewhere. I have to remember now. I've slept since then, so there we go. See, I just need to remember which keys I can actually interact with. Okay. Okay, so it's, yeah, it's, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keys is what so there to there. Okay, so this is the F key, and the scale goes F, G, A, B, C, D, E is how it's supposed to go. So we need to play the notes. We need to play G, G, A, B, C. Okay. And there it is. And there's the symbol. And then just to figure out what this is, it's Tima is what this is. So that's what the point of that is. So for those who are curious. Alright, anything else we can interact with here? I think that's the last, or I'm trying to remember if that's the last one. I think that's it, actually. I think we found all the 12 symbols over the course of the game. So hopefully you've written all these down. Okay, so now we can leave the bar. Oh, is there one here? Or is that from when I was... Okay, I already did that one, so... Well, thanks for the game for telling me when to like, you know, when to go or whatever, so... Okay. Okay, we need to open this right here. Okay, now we're in the cellar. Although, let me go back. Let me check. I forgot to check. I actually forgot to check this one room. It's not necessary, but I want to look in it before we go, because we're at the end, folks. We're like right there. Where does this take me? Ah, this room. Let's take a look at this place. Yeah, this is the door we couldn't interact with before. Cups, numbers. Door, we can't even open it. Yeah, it's kind of weird how this room's optional. You don't even have to go into this room. Because I don't even think there's any puzzles in this room. And no notices of the ghosts or anything like that. Yeah, we've seen pictures of this room before.
So, why exactly do you want to see me? Your note was, how can I put it, quite cryptic, Miss Fly.
I'm not the only one who reads those filthy newspapers, you know. Someone else will notice.
Notice what?
Your little secret, my dear. You have been busy, haven't you? More wine?
I take it you want some sort of deal. A cut, as it were. And I would want a guarantee in return.
I knew we could work this out.
Pour away, Miss Fly.
Yeah, that was Miss Fly and Gables or whatever. That's them talking. So. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the note that was here. Hotel Station, Dowerton. Edith harvest broth, radish pod pickle, chicken broth, goose in a hog pot, goose roast with rabbit, beef dumplings, spicy brawn. All main dishes are served with a selection of seasonal vegetables, blackberry and apple pie, sherry trifle, bread and butter pudding. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like I said, you don't have to know. You don't have to. 3, huh? Looks like a symbol. I should be able to. But yeah, there's nothing to look at. Nothing to interact with. Well, I mean, other than that, so. Okay, wait. So, yeah, you could just ignore this room for the most part. Like I said, all that stuff is just backdrop. I mean, I should have double-checked some rooms just to show off some of the interactions you could get, so. This might be another long episode just because we're almost there, but I want to check the last little bit. Betty Love, this is the recipe for the brawn? I'm not sure. Brawn that George had the time in Taunton. It doesn't look like much, I'll agree, but he reckons it were lovely. Your mom, XXX. Spicy brawn. Pig's head, pig's trotters, teaspoon of salt, boned beef skin, we'll be lucky, onions, garlic cloves, tablespoon black peppercorns, bay leaves, white wine, teaspoons of lemon juice, parsley. Battered pig's trotters. Get the butcher to cleave from frown trotters carefully. Clean them, and they'll stew for several hours with onion peelings, celery, remappings, scrappings, whatever, and carrot ends. Add a peppercorn or two if available, also a spoonful of salt. Later, remove the trotters and Bone them deep into a good thick batter and fry until crispy and brown. While frying, boil the stew to form a liquor. This can be served as a gravy with the trotters. Large sheep trotters, mountain sheep, can be used instead of pig trotters. Only the larger varieties have enough meat on them, though. That doesn't sound appetizing to me, to tell you the truth. Let's see. Looks like the origin beef cube. Something I can't really read. Setzler's powders, Manchester. Just more like kind of background stuff. Random ladybug. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the. And then a bottle of cooking wine. I don't know. Not sure. The 1988 the Ord Delible G. Martian Sons. Yeah, nothing to really interact with, unfortunately. Monday 24th, continue. No table 1 will not suffice. She is having none of it. So I've had to move nice Mr. Verney from his usual position, table 4, to table 1. Cow. No doubt she'll have a problem with their train noises now. I think the 8:45 postal train is about due. That should get on her nerves for a while. I'll be glad to see that that lady G. Grable too. She something. Yeah, and we already saw their notes about them. Or their spirits talking in the
two lovers will they still say I love you on that beat.
Huh. I think this is oh that water bill, man. Look at that. There's dripping water. Yeah, no one likes a drippy faucet, especially with how much. Yeah, you can just interact with them, but you can't do anything with them. Oh well. Let's see. Sets of powers. Maud Tucker, Devonshire Country Cookbook, 3rd edition. And 100 Ways to Cook Tripe by B.A. Sport. Apparently tripe was popular. And Complaints Book. Edith by Arthur. Okay. Why is that in the Complaints Book? I guess people complained about Edith, I guess. Okay. I think that's it. I think I've checked every possible spot. I mean, other than the obvious, like, I didn't, yeah, we've already been. Is the train here? Nope. It's just some ghost noises. Like I said, there might be stuff I might be missing because I didn't go back to old areas or check them out or something like that. Ah, I was wondering if I could get the phone to ring again. Hello.
You can help us. Help us. Help us, please. Someone cold here. Help us. You must help us. Find us. Find us. Find us.
I'll help you find it, I guess. All right, let me see if I can get one more. I think there's like 2 or 3 calls you can get from this thing before we call it a. Let's go back upstairs. Ah, there we go. I cut to back here to the phone ringing because I was double checking the house off screen just to see if there's anything new, but nothing popped up, so I decided to cut that part. So. That was weird. I think there might be some other phone calls, but I think that's the most we're going to do. You know, if anyone else has got any others, I could probably just look online for all the phone calls. But anyway, let's go to the cellar and head to the final part of the game. So, yeah, I just cut that part out where I was looking through the house, see if there was any other random interactions I might have missed. Nothing else came up, at least one that used the goggles and everything like that. So, anyway, we're in the cellar. Ooh, creepy. Cellars are always creepy, but this is where a lot of the stuff happened, huh? Single light. Uh-oh. What was that noise? There's one of the cameras. Yeah, we saw some pictures coming here. Isn't this the one where we actually saw a possible apparition was in this room? I think. Like when we saw that, like just full body of something. At least that's what we thought anyway. Oh, hello. There's a bunch of symbols there. And a door. Can we open it? Nope. Can't open it. Axe. No, can't do anything with axe. But we need to fight this creature, even though it's a spirit, and spirits can't be physically harmed, so never mind. Yeah, it's not like we're fighting a... Oh. It's not like we're fighting a killer.
Be that you will, Thomas. Where have you been?
Yeah. Let's see if we can actually get any responses. You don't need to do this, by the way, but... No. Maybe Thomas? Yeah, I don't... We'll just skip. I actually don't know.
It feels late. Too late, maybe. You better leave now.
Yeah, I don't remember all the stuff you're supposed to say at certain sections or whatever, so, but yeah. Okay, well, anyway. So now we need to solve whatever this is over here. So, alright, so we look at, so these are switches 1 through 6. Okay, so the symbols we get this are over the course of the game. We've seen multiple situations where numbers appeared and these symbols were right next to them. I'm trying to remember, like, one of the symbols we saw, like, on the door a while back, or not door, on, like, a table and stuff like that. But we're supposed to have seen this throughout the course of the game, and you're supposed to put together how to press these buttons to open the door. These are numbers 1 through 6, by the way, to solve it. So to solve this, I need to press 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. And that opens the door. And this is the Dark Room. Let's see. Ooh. What's this? Looks like a crank or a handle of some sort. Well, obviously we need it because we grabbed it, so. Haven't had to use too many items in this game. Or not very often, anyway. Like, maybe, like, once. But then again, not all items need to be used, like, a million times. You know? Alright, anything else? Nope, okay. So, looks like maybe we have to put some, pictures together or what. Oh yeah, the way you're supposed to know the symbols for the door. Sorry, in the dining room we were at earlier with those interesting tables. Yeah, that's where I was trying to think for a second. I was like, I know where the solution is. I just had to recall it. It was in that dining room. You know, you saw the numbers on the tables. That's how you're supposed to know the numbers and everything like that, and which ones to press and stuff like that. But anyway, so you didn't have to go in there, but that's just, it's one of those things where that's how you solve the solution. Okay. So, now let's see. Whoops. I was just seeing if I could interact. I mean, I can interact with obvious stuff. I thought there was something else I could interact with around here. Maybe it's... Well, anyway, let's read this stuff before we go on. Case number 14, field note reference, Crabtree Dark Room, Nigel Danvers, 1043, 2300 hours. Crabtree's dark room beyond cellar. Yes, the new chemicals I purchased are working fine. The negatives I found here in the dark room are printing some truly unexpected results. It turns out that George was quite a talented snapper of paranormal phenomenon. Some of the images are really well caught, especially when you consider the primitive equipment he had to work with. I've been able to print up most of the negatives I found in the cupboard, but they are all cut into individual slides, so there is no way of knowing if we are getting the true pictures, as these could be easily be fake or double printed images to fool the viewer into thinking that this building is truly haunted. I will continue my work here until I have proof either way. The notes. The negatives are on a 35mm film. A quite new product in the UK in 1947. He must have been loaded or mad. Yeah. Are there any other? It looks like there's a second picture, but you can't click on it. So, fixing fluid, stopper fluid, developing fluid. Okay. A picture of the there it is, the shadow and the bar. Shadow up the stairs. Looks like a woman on that one, or it's just a shadow. It's hard to say. Shadow in the dining room again, and then shadow in the quilting room. I believe this is what it was. I think it's supposed to be clues on which rooms to check or something like that. Hallway. And there's the light phenomenon. Another light phenomenon. Okay, now let's check this one. Photograph, extra graded, low light conditions, speed photography, low grain paper. Yeah, back in the day when you were trying to print or try to develop film, you couldn't have bright lights, otherwise it would ruin the film. So that's why they're dark and they have specific lights to see in there. If you have sunlight or a certain type of radius of light, I forgot what it's called, but it would ruin the picture when it developed. So Phodex developer, Phodex fixer. My dad knows how to do photos. I used to when I was really young, when I was taught how to do it, but I've long since forgotten how to do that. Okay, so there is, what am I? Okay, so I think we've found everything in here. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, anyway, let's get up here. Yeah, we basically just needed it. We just needed that key. That's all we needed to do. So, okay, I need to move up, and we need to check this. I don't think I could check that before without getting the key or whatever. So, all right, let's climb in the hole here. Uh-oh, can't see anything. What's that? 1318. Interesting. Anyway, so we've got this key thing here. Anything with that we can always use to, is there anything else in the room to check? I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, let's use the piston key on that. There we go, folks. And with this, we enter the final areas of the final area of the game. So let's do it. I could end it here, but we're almost done, so there's almost no point. So it's just gonna be another really long episode. So, all right.
Nigel, what have you done? God, what have we done?
Ooh. Okay, here we go. What the? There's that one of the symbols there. There's the door. See it there? Yeah, they took a picture. Nigel took a picture of this one, or the. And we could leave, if we wanted to, but let me go back in there. I didn't actually mean to leave yet. It wouldn't let me go back, by the way. So. We go again. Sorry about that. So.
What have you done? God, what have we done?
Yeah, I think that's Nigel and the other girl. I forgot her name. Let's move forward. All right, here's our first trial. So the way we know this is from the order of the quilt from earlier. So we need to hit the green, blue, purple, and then orange. Okay, now we can move forward. So, see if there's anything else up here. Yep. There's another symbol there. Another symbol one up here. Nope. Oh, there we go. Any others? Maybe I should have waited for all the symbols to appear before I start moving, because they don't all appear at once. So, I think that's it. Let me go back here, see if there's any others that appear. There we go. Creepy. Let me go back here really quick just to see what else appears. I just want to show off all the cool animations and everything. Anything else? There you go. Surprised this light still works. I guess it's tied into the power supply. Okay. Alright, this is the second trial here. So now we have to figure out what, we have to click them in the following order this time. Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact location of the solution for this one. It was either a book or it was on the wall or something like that. Sorry. I'm trying to remember. I've slept since I recorded the last episode, so I don't recall initially off the top of my head. But the solution to it is top. Left. Right. Oh, that's right. This is the element puzzle. You know it by the sounds that it makes, and then when you click them all once, then you maybe back up and then do it again. But anyway. That's right. That's the element puzzle. We saw the solution to this a while back. It was on that one oh, what was it? The one not trying to remember. It was either not the radio. It was like a pictograph or something like that we were watching. It showed all those like symbols that appeared in that order. That's how you're supposed to know that one. So, all right. Anyway. All right. Looks like this is where George tried to come down and stop him before he got defeated or captured or whatever you want to call it. Now we can interact with the symbol there. Let's see what else. Some like lady or something like that on the wall there. Alright. Looks like trumpeteers or something like that, or angels or something. Nope, sorry for talking. But yeah, so trumpeteers or something like that. Alright, George Crabtree's final message to us. Nobody saw me enter, and perhaps no one will see me leave. I almost ran into Verney in the hall. I wish that I could share my fears. I can see them. The poor souls, trapped souls. It has them trapped in stone. I can see many faces through the mist of this final aura. I am close to solving it. The ancients have left me teasing clues. They decorate the walls. As time passes, a strange, almost electrical power flows through them. What is it? I cannot let these thoughts cloud my mind. I have but one purpose this night. I have practiced the reading over and over. It vibrates in my mind. All 12 lyrics are twisting and turning, entwining themselves with my doubts and fears. They strengthen my will, but destroy my mind. Who were these creatures? I presumed them to be of humankind, but the various depictions that grace the chamber walls are strange. Are they of our species, or are they a race from beyond my mere imagination? Why did they leave this thing here? Is it a weapon? It flows throughout, through mud, wood, and stone. I dare not touch it. What power is this? There are many of the symbols here. Some I recognize, others are new. A language? A long-forgotten dialect? Even now, when so close, I cannot help my curiosity. Ice cold, I touch the wall. Symbols appearing upon its surface. I feel no sense of wonder. White circles play within my mind, icing over and freezing life. Many stone tablets littered in this chamber. The power flows through these too. It is the darkness, its true form, leaking into the fabric of our world like a serpent's poison. I have been studying the brickwork and structure of this chamber. The materials would suggest that it was built millennia ago. but there's quite advanced metalwork. An effective door mechanism seals the entrance. I have come to the conclusion that this chamber has been in use and altered over a number of centuries. I brought a lamp down with me. I will not venture into this place without some illumination. I notice a metallic bracket on one of the columns. This suggests to me that the chamber had regular visitors. Perhaps it is some sort of shrine or temple with the Darkfall as their god. I fear I will never know the answers to these questions, though I did find a reference during research that Dorset had some connection with Viking myth Odin. Supposedly there is a standing stone called the Hela Stone in Portingham, so named after the creature that Odin appointed to preside over the realm of the dead. Perhaps this site is connected. If so, I fear that the Guardian gave up watching over the dead and has acquired a taste for the living. I hear the souls whispering. They are calling to me. Even as I crouch in the dark and hope for invisibility, I know that they sense my being, watching me through blind, cold, dry eyes. Eyes of stone. All these years I have feared them and tried to capture them on film or in words. Now I know their purpose. They are sustenance for the darkness, feeding on anguish, fear, loneliness, and all other godless emotions. I pity them. No, I grieve for them. A restless death is too hellish to perceive. I must act now. Perhaps I can free them of this eternal hell. It is no use. I cannot bring myself to tread these last few steps. I am a coward. Now that I am here, with all in place, I am torn with nerves and this unnatural. Is this natural? Is it my foe influencing my mind, as it has done for so long now? It has been feeding on me. Time for this to stop. Before I lose my mind completely and become clouded in shadows, I wish I'd brought one of the binding symbols with me. I'm sure it would have promote courage at this time. My eyes water. My stomach churns as if at sea in a storm. A new assault. A putrid stench drifts from the last doorway. It is the scent of the long death. Thousands. I can see the Darkfall. I can see it. No longer hidden in shadow or playing within the dark corners of my mind. It is unearthly and unnatural. There is no place for this abomination in our world. Now I hear it. A rhythmic pulse. It echoes through the air. I fear the others will hear it. Perhaps they will come see. Finding me here, I will consume them. It has consumed the others. I must rid us of this darkness now. Like those who have passed before me, I go forth and read the lyrics. I can end this now. No more shall suffer. The feeding is over. Now for you, poor George. But you have given me the clues I've needed to solve this. And I've learned clues over the course of the game by listening and feeding and doing all the trials. So this is the final trial to actually get to the final area. Okay. So before we do that, let me listen to this again. Okay. So I need to click this one. This one. Yeah, that's a clue to that one, which is what George left behind for this symbol to that's a sound puzzle. So that one you get by just being here in general. So, all right. With that, we now enter into the chamber. See if there's any other lasting things before we go in. Nope. All right, this is it. The chamber of the Darkfall. Here it is. Look at this place. It almost... Yeah, we've seen these symbols, but we've seen these people before. These pictures taken by Nigel or whatever. Look at that. I guess they're spitting souls into the hells themselves or something like that. It's hard to say. There could be spirits, ectoplasm. I was trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, by the way, you can't save here. But we don't need to worry about that. But just for those who are curious, you can't save in this room. I think you can back out and save it, but you can't save it in this room specifically. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I can interact with before we do the obvious. Alright, check that one. So, and there it is. Whatever that green stuff is going into, the darkness itself, the darkfall, the spirit, the god, or whatever, or Hela, or whatever George said it was. So, okay. So the way you have to beat the darkfall is you have to say the symbols that you've read across the whole game. We've gotten all the notes from George and from Nigel. The ghost hunters have their things. The other helpful spirits helped us where they could, as long as you grabbed every single symbol. I don't think you can actually do the save thing until you actually found every single symbol in the game. Knowing what order they have to be in, I don't think you have to see that, but you have to see it to know what order to go in, which you saw that quite a while back. But anyway, the one time I actually know what to do for the save function is we need to actually say each one in order that we're supposed to. So all you have to do is type everything down and press the save button when you do that. So, all right, first one is Lessa. And then number 2 is Cars. Kind of weird how it's not in our voice. It's like whatever the spirits. It could be the spirits of those who died or whatever that are saying it. It's hard to say. Olivier. Alright, and then Frenic. And then Morcana. Even though it says Morgana, it's spelled Morcana, but whatever. Tima? Or Tima, sorry. Malice? Marsus? Yeah, there's no, like, end boss where you have to, like, fight it or whatever. It's just saying these things, so it's more atmosphere that makes it creepy. I kind of like that. Not every horror game has to have any, like, major encounter with the villain. It's just more... Because this game is more of a haunting game more than anything, so you deal with ghosts in a different way than you would a physical manifestation. Boredom? Or... whoops. Press the end button accident. There we go. And then Ixiom? Sorry, Ixiom, sorry. And finally, the final one, Raka. And with this, we will beat the Darkfall, save the souls, and see how it all turns out. Did we save our brother? Was it truly too late? Or whatever? Let's find out as we finish the game.
Good evening.
Combination.
Better photo tonight.
You did it. I knew you could. I can go home now. Well, you know what I mean. Me dad is dead and buried. Perhaps he'll be waiting for me. With me mum as well. You stopped the dark fall spreading. It's trapped again, where it belongs. You may as well leave too. There's nothing here for you now. Time you had a rest, I think. One last thing though. Things don't have to turn out as they did. You'll find out what I mean soon. Bye.
Message 1.
Hello, it's me, your brother. I've got something important to tell you. Well, I'll have to tell you now. I've completely forgotten. Well, it can't have been that important after all. Well, I'm going to be back in a couple of days anyway. The station and hotel redevelopment for the Crabtree estate's gone, well, better than planned. No surprises. When I get back, I think I owe you a drink or two. Haven't seen you for a while. Been neglecting you. Okay, I'll see you when I get back. Bye.
By defeating the Darkfall and saving the souls, we were able to turn back time just enough to save our brother. That's the end of the game. So thank you, Darkfall, the journal, for an interesting and creepy experience. Not like a 10 out of 10 like horror haunting game, but it does suffer from like obviously the time period it was created in 2002. But I don't know. Despite that, I think this is a very interesting experience and enjoyable in its way, because it has a lot of British flavor to it, you know, obviously. And the guy did this all by himself. There's just one man did this whole thing, which not saying one man can't bring a game, but you know, make a game. But you know, nowadays it's unheard of, almost, like, especially with all the time into it. Yeah, the music, I thought the music was just good enough. There was just enough music or sound in the game to like really get the mood, but it wasn't blaring all the time, because it would lose the quiet atmosphere of the sounds that would come from like the ghosts and spirits trying to interact with you, whether it be the Darkfall itself or his minions or whatever you want to call it, or the spirits trying to communicate with us, depending on what it was. And I like how all the clues are set up all over the place, that for the most part, if you find all of them, like, obviously it would have taken me longer normally, but yeah, I think it cuts to the beginning. So yeah, this is the cutscene, or beginning of the thing again. So I'll just go back to the menu again. So yeah, unfortunately it just kind of cuts to that. So let me just click to that. But yeah, overall, like I said, great haunting melody. All the clues made sense for the most part. There were a couple of clues that were a little bit maybe esoteric at times, especially when I first did this like a long time ago. And obviously I kind of wish I knew during some of those areas where you could say stuff, what I could say. Like, maybe you're supposed to say the actual like lyrics maybe at those spots, and maybe they give you some reaction to them, kind of like with the Ouija board. I don't know all the reactions that you can get from all those. Like I said, maybe someone's done that online for all of them, or ask the man himself if he's still around or making games or whatever he does. I actually didn't research the guy himself. I just know it was made by one guy, but I don't know if he's still making games or if he's retired or if he passed on or something like that. But overall, and yeah, it kind of just ends abruptly. We never see ourselves. Obviously, we're not supposed to, because we're supposed to insert ourselves into the character while we're solving this mystery. And yeah, I like the fact that the game gives us kind of a semi-happy ending. That, yeah, technically, as we put when we got here, the Darkfall had captured Pete and basically taken a soul or whatever. But because we released the souls for whatever reason, we were able to get a happy ending. I don't know why. I don't think there's any explanation in the game about time travel at all. Except the whole, well, actually, technically there is, with the whole being able to see images of the past. Maybe able to see through to the past. Maybe we could technically have done that and interact with it because of the power of the spirits or whatever was able to do that. And I assumed by saving our brother, we actually will also save Nigel and Penny or Penelope or whatever. I keep forgetting her name. Sorry. The Ghost Hunters. I think they're saved as well, because they kind of disappeared at the same time your brother did, I believe. So they were probably saved. Obviously, George and his kind, unfortunately, have been released, and Timothy was released as well. The friendly spirit that guided you to here in the first place. So, and I never did the whole get the. I don't know all the like solutions that you can get for like Timothy, like, because he can sort of tell you what you need to do if you interact with them and go back to the area that you're confused with. Because I haven't had to do that in so long, I've kind of forgotten how that actually works. But yeah, overall, I'd say the game is a great haunting story, especially made by one person. You gotta give it a lot of credit. Like I said, could there have been more? Could there have been a bit more hauntings or some more random events that could occur to kind of spook you out, maybe. But like I said, this was made in like 2002 or something like that by one man. So, and apparently the story is based off of a short story he wrote himself, but also a story he like saw on TV or something like that, like a short story that he'd seen, and he basically modified it to this game and made it in an engine that he did. So yeah, it was an interesting experience. They actually made a couple more of these Darkfall games. I'm not familiar with those. I only played the first one, so I'll have to see if I ever want to do those maybe another year. I don't know if I'll play them more this year. I might go on to other games as well. But I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but for those who stuck around and watched everything, I hope you enjoyed this experience. Obviously, I tried to be a bit more low-key, try to solve all the solutions in a general manner that would make sense for people watching, or try to give you an idea how the solutions worked. I might not have been perfect, but I hope you enjoyed that part. And like I said, sometimes you don't need gory games or action thrillers like Resident Evil. Sometimes you just need something low key and a little bit more spooky, maybe not super scary, but just enough to kind of raise arms on your hairs or something like that. Give you those goosebumps or whatever. So, but anyway, the Darkfall has been defeated, and we live on to another day. What awaits us next? Who knows for the spooky season? But you'll find out next time as we play another game. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time, or next game.